Yo, I just want to make a quick video. I think I'm going to attempt to do a vlog about my trip down to Oklahoma City. I'm going down to Oklahoma City to catch the Oklahoma City Thunder play against the Indiana Pacers in Game 2 of the NBA Finals. It's fucking crazy. I never thought this day would come. I've been talking about it for a while. I've been saying for their entire playoff run that I was going to go down to Oklahoma City and catch a game, and I never pulled the trigger in the first round when they were playing the Memphis Grizzlies. I didn't do it in the second round when they were playing the Denver Nuggets. In third round, I didn't pull the trigger when they were playing the Minnesota Timberwolves. So here we are. We're in the NBA Finals. Unfortunately, they lost Game 1 by a damn point. Today is Saturday the 7th, and they play tomorrow, I think at like 7 o'clock. So I've left Iowa. I've been on the road for like 3 hours. Right now I'm in Lawrence, Kansas, and I pulled off to the side to get gas and go to the bathroom and take a little bit of a break to check my phone because I really had to go to the bathroom. I mean, I was steaming in the car. The only adversity so far is on the way down here, like kind of in Missouri and a little bit when I got into Kansas, there was a lot of rain and kind of like a rainstorm. I wouldn't say like a thunderstorm or lightning or anything like that, but it was just a shit ton of rain, and it was really sketchy, and it was like really hard to get through at times. But right now in Lawrence, Kansas, we have sunshine and it looks like clear skies. I think I got about 4 more hours on the road. I just filled up with gas. I had breakfast before I left town, so I didn't get any food here where I'm at. I got some snacks in the truck, so if I do get hungry, I'll just tap into that. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna document my journey. I'm gonna do a little bit of a vlog for the YouTube channel because it's been a while since I've done a vlog. I can't tell you the last time I did a vlog. And this is a perfect opportunity to vlog. Going down to Oklahoma City and being part of the NBA Finals is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity if you get lucky. And I just want to document the journey. So this is the start of it, and I will give you guys an update as we get on the road and get closer to the Airbnb. All right, see you in a little bit. Yo, guys, so I made it down to Oklahoma City. This is the second video that I'm recording for the vlog on this trip so far. Man, what a hectic ride down here. I only took one stop when I went to Lawrence, Kansas. And I think at that point, I was only like 3 hours into the trip. So basically the last 4 hours, there was no breaks. It was just all gas, no breaks. Found the Airbnb. It's as advertised, although it's a little bit sketchy. I'll have to take pictures and do some videos like once I get there. But then after that, I came down to Paycom Center, where Oklahoma City plays, their arena. And then there's like this trail, this area kind of right by Paycom Center that I'm exploring right now. So that's gonna be the subsequent pictures and videos that you see after this video right here. But just wanted to give you guys an update. It's pretty hot down here right now, but I would say Oklahoma City, for the most part, from what I've seen, it's pretty cool. It's pretty dope. It's beautiful. A lot of nature right now. All right, guys, I'll catch you later. more video before I go to bed. I mean, I guess it's kind of early right now. It's 9:38. I probably won't go to bed until midnight, but I figured I would get you guys caught up to speed on what's been going on. So the last video that I recorded was right around the Paycom Center, and I was trying to think of the name of the trail that I was on. I don't know how to describe it. There's like this massive park and trail that's right by Paycom Center. It's like one of the lots that's right across the street, and I think it's called Scissor Trail Park or something like that. So anyways, that's where I hung out for a few hours. You know, I got to the Airbnb. That's the first place I went to when I was, you know, in Oklahoma City after doing 7 hours and 30-ish minutes in total in the car. Got to the Airbnb, checked it out, and then once everything was settled in, I was like, all right, I'm going to go down to Paycom Center. I'm going to check out the area. I'm going to scope it out, see where parking is, just try and figure out, you know, the layout and how things are going to operate tomorrow. So yeah, dude, I walked around. I went around the entire arena. I went to some place, I forget what it's called, and I got food. I got a corn dog, and then I got some ice cream with some Reese's peanut butter cups on the top. And yeah, that's basically it. Just scoped out the area. And then after that was done, did that for a few hours. Then I came back to the Airbnb, and that's where I'm at right now. I'm just chilling. I think tomorrow I'll take pictures for you guys, maybe videos as well for this place, because it's a little sketchy. When I was getting down to Oklahoma City, it took me not to the place. It took me across the street to a different place. And it took me a second to figure out where this place was, but I finally found it. And I'll be honest, it's kind of in a sketchy neighborhood, and the whole setup. And I mean, I should preface, you know, I paid pretty cheap for this place, and I think that's why it is set up the way that it is. You get exactly what you paid for. But basically, I'm not trying to talk too loud because I'm in a house that has different rooms. I would say there's maybe 3 or 4 rooms that are separate in this Airbnb. So you get one of those rooms, but then like it's a house, and the living room, the dining room, the kitchen, bathroom, like the common areas is shared. So there's other people in here, which I think there's probably 3 or 4 rooms in here, but as of right now, it's just me and then one other person that I noticed. Because when I was coming back from downtown Oklahoma City, I got back here and I got in the Airbnb. I came in the Airbnb, and basically, as soon as I entered, this other lady was in here, and she didn't hear me come in. And so when she realized that there was another person in the Airbnb, she was like, oh my God, you know, like kind of freaked out. And we laughed about it. You know, she was cool. She's like, I apologized to her. You know, I wasn't trying to scare her. I was just as surprised seeing her come around the corner. But luckily, I didn't really get scared. She was the only one that got scared. So yeah, it's a weird setup. I didn't really do my research a whole lot, you know, when I purchased this place or paid for this place. I just saw that it was really cheap, and it was like a 3-minute drive from the stadium, and I'm like, I'm going for that. But, you know, the pictures that are on Airbnb, the app and whatnot, I would say they're pretty accurate. It's just that, like, on the app for this place, there's no pictures of the outside, and that's what was super confusing. Is my GPS took me like down the road, but only gave me pictures of the inside. So I was like, I don't know what I'm looking for right now. But anyways, bro, ladies, fellas, whoever decides to watch this, we got it figured out. And now we're just chilling for the night. And I decided to purchase the UFC event that's going on tonight. Sean O'Malley is returning. He's got his rematch against the other guy that is holding the belt. I don't know that fighter's name. But I've heard a lot about this card. I heard it was a pretty good card, and so I decided to pay the money to watch this pay-per-view in the Airbnb. So for the rest of the night, that's what I'm going to be doing. But figured I would just give you guys an update. Like I said, tomorrow I'll take some pics, take some videos of this place, and then you're just going to see everything down at the game and anything that I decide to do before the game. So yeah, it's gonna be crazy, man. I'm so excited for tomorrow night. Game 2, bro, of the NBA Finals. We have to win, bro. We have to win because we lost game 1. Anyways, guys, I'll get some sleep tonight, get some shut-eye, get some rest, and then we'll reconvene tomorrow. All right, peace. All right, guys. All right, guys. It is day number 2 in Oklahoma City. I figured I would do an update video. So basically this morning I woke up at 8 o'clock, but then I slept in for an hour because I was really tired from yesterday, the drive down here, walking around. I was just exhausted. I needed an extra hour. So I got up at 9. Jumped in the shower, and basically right after that came back down to downtown Oklahoma City. Got myself some breakfast at a place called The Hatch, and it's basically like this breakfast food joint, although they may have more than just breakfast food. But based off of the logo and then the name, it kind of feels like it's a breakfast joint. So had some really good breakfast over there. Talked to one of the servers about going to the game and whatnot, and she's from Arkansas, but just recently, I think like 6 months ago, she moved to Oklahoma City, and she was really jealous of the fact that I was going to the game. And she asked me how much I paid for my ticket, and I said it was somewhere around $600, and she's like, well, now because it's the day of the event, if there's still tickets that are left, they're selling for like $4,000. So she's like, if you want to, you could sell your ticket and make a profit. And I was like, you know, that sounds really nice, but I'm from Iowa. So I drove all the way down here. I got to get my ass in the game and just be a part of, you know, the environment and the atmosphere. So that was interesting. And then she gave me some recommendations on things to do. And that was like a few hours ago. Right now we're sitting at almost 1 p.m. and the game doesn't start until 7. So I got 6 hours to kill. Basically after that, I just roamed down the street. I went to this one business. I forget what the name is. I'll have to look them up because I have the receipt or whatever. And I got some items in there for one of my friends because her birthday is coming up. So it was like a cool little gift shop, I guess you could say. There's a bunch of different things in there. But yeah, dude, I've just been walking around, just browsing the city. I figured out that you can actually, on the weekends, you can park on the side of the street, like right by the curb, and they don't charge you any money. So I'm a few blocks up from Paycom. I found my spot. I'm going to keep my truck here, and then I'm just going to walk down to the arena. That way, once the game is over, I'll just walk a little bit back to my truck, and hopefully that will disperse, you know, just the chaotic flow of traffic and people once the game is over. But yeah, man, I'm just going to kill time for the next 6 hours. I heard that down at Scissor Park Trail, where I was at last night, which is right by Paycom Center, I think at noon they started a rally for the team. So I don't know if it's still going on right now. I'm gonna head down that way after I get off recording this. But yeah, man, it's been crazy. The weather, it is fucking hot. Like in my truck right now, it says 97 degrees, but I think actually outside the temperature is like 90. And something about Oklahoma, like, we're in early June, but just because Oklahoma is a little bit further south than Iowa, it is just straight up humidity. And I mean, like, even in the summertime in Iowa, we get humidity. But, like, right now, early June up in Iowa, it doesn't feel this way. I think it's like probably 70s or 80s right now up in Iowa. So, I don't know how people live down here in Oklahoma, because again, I was joking with another few gals that worked at that gift shop. I was like, Jesus Christ, you know, like the moment I got down to Oklahoma City, it's just been hot as a motherfucker, and it hasn't let up. Like, it feels like August, dude. It feels like late fucking August. But yeah, guys, that's basically it. Just wanted to give you an update video. I'm going to try and take pictures and videos whenever I can, you know, whenever I think of it, whenever I'm reminded of it. But yeah, today's game day. So in T-minus 6 hours, we will be in the arena feeling the electricity of the Oklahoma City Thunder crowd. Crazy. All right. Talk to you guys later.
To kill within you, screaming with the gun loaded with guilt. You open their eyes, love praise the living and praises the dead. In the heart of our hearts, by death we will win. Bleed well, so you're about to sail. The passion,
I'm going to try to make this really short. So I'm back at the Airbnb, Oklahoma City 123 to 107. and they were basically ahead for the whole game. Like, the lead got up to 20 points. I think that was like the highest. That's kind of where it hovered for most of the game. I would say at points, Indiana made like little threats, but nothing, that ever like really threatened Oklahoma City. Nothing that like scared the fan base. I'm so tired, dude. It was insane. The atmosphere was insane. It was crazy. I didn't have the best seats. I was literally the second row down from almost all the way to the top. See, at the last row in the building, I was right in front of that. But I don't care, dude. I paid like $600, something like that, for the ticket, and I got to be a part of Game 2 of the NBA Finals and watch my team get a win, and even this series going back to Indiana for Games 3 and 4. I'll be honest, guys, when I compile all of the pictures, videos, I really haven't recorded a lot of videos on this trip unless it's me talking directly to the camera. I haven't like filmed a bunch of like B-roll footage. I've just taken pictures. I think for the reason for that is like I just tried to be really present and take everything in. And so I just pulled my phone really quick, like snap a picture and then put it back. Like I wasn't trying to film so much. So I don't know how that's going to impact the video when it goes on YouTube, but yeah, so that's like the biggest update. The last time that I filmed me talking, I was like headed to Paycom Center to like hang out before the game. Yeah, I did that. There was a cool moment. I was on that Scissor Trail Park, and then I figured out the name of that food joint that I went to yesterday. It's called Spark. So I went back there just because I was familiar with the place, and I got this thing called like a burger bowl. And after I was done with that, like I sat inside because I was trying to cool myself off, because earlier today it was so hot in Oklahoma City. And like when I started walking around after doing that for a few hours, like I was torched. So I had to go inside. Went inside Spark because that felt good. Nice air-conditioned area. But this really cool thing happened is after I finished up my food inside, I went to the outside sitting area, and I was just sitting there in the shade, and I was kind of taking everything in. And then this mom comes up, and she has 3 boys with her. I don't know if they were all like her kids, but she asked me if I was sitting by myself, and I said yes. And she's like, "Can I sit with you? Can me and the boys sit with you?" I'm like, "Of course," because pretty much a lot of the other tables were taken, and she got the boys food, and they were eating, sitting there for a second, and then one thing led to another, and then all of a sudden, it's like I'm talking to her, having a conversation with her, but I'm like, I'm like messing around and having a good time with these 3 little boys, and we just start talking about basketball, sports, their interests, like all these different things. And it was, I don't know, I did that for at least 30 minutes or more, and I was like, man, that was really cool, unexpected but really cool. Yeah, other things, like, probably didn't include this in the last video of me talking, but I went to the NBA shop and I got myself a bucket hat, a white bucket hat. I might actually wear that tomorrow when I'm driving back up to Iowa. We'll see. But yeah, man, that's basically it. I mean, I know I shouldn't really apologize for this because I think a lot of people would understand, but yeah, there's not going to be a whole lot of like B-roll footage from this trip. I've done these videos of me talking, and hopefully that will suffice, describing my experience, and then I just have like a bunch of pictures that I took. But yeah, dude, Oklahoma City, man, it's been a great time. They got the dub. I gotta drive over 7 hours tomorrow to get back to Iowa. Kind of annoying, but the driving and all that stuff, it was worth it, man. This was a fun experience. This is something that I've never done before, so it'll feel good to come back and be back in my own bed and hang out with my cat and my family and, go back to regular life. But I think the biggest lesson, biggest takeaway from doing something like this is all of us should reward ourselves and go do fun things and have fun, like new experiences. Otherwise, everything becomes mundane and repetitive and monotonous. So, anyways, guys, I guess if I think about it tomorrow, maybe I'll try and finish up the trip the way back with some B-roll footage. Can't guarantee it. I just forget to record, man. Just trying to be wrapped up in the moment. So, love you guys. I'm gonna go to bed. Night.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Guys, it's the final video here. Just want to let you know I didn't film shit on the way back, with the exception of maybe one video when I pulled over in Kansas. There was this really cool scenic spot of the Flint Hills, so I captured that. I mean, today I woke up early and I didn't even, this is gonna sound gross, I didn't even take a shower at the Airbnb. I was just ready to get in my fucking truck and go. I was on the road for like 2 hours before I finally got some breakfast and some water and drinks, coffee, stuff of that nature. And then I just powered through, dude. I just wanted to get home and wanted to have a little bit of time tonight where I could rest, do anything that I wanted to do, potentially go hit a workout. I mean, I did walk a lot when I was in Oklahoma City, but I haven't, hit a weighted workout in a while. So even though I'm really tired, I think I'm going to go do that. I'm just going to enjoy the rest of my night. Yeah, dude, I just tried to power through it. So I apologize in advance, but there was really no B-roll footage, no content to film, man. I just wanted to get home, and I'm finally fucking home. So yeah, dude, it was a great trip. It was amazing. The atmosphere was incredible. I would definitely do it again if I got the opportunity. I'm glad that I did it right now, you know, because I've been thinking about doing it for a long time and I finally pulled the trigger. So, anyways, I can't wait to get this compilation out. All these videos of me talking, the minimal videos, B-roll footage that I took, and then all the pictures that I have from the trip. Hopefully, it turns out to be a really cool video, a really good product. But thank you guys for watching, coming along with me, and let's go Thunder, baby. Series is tied 1-1, so now we go to Indiana. Let's try and get those next 2 games. Let's try and win this series in 5 games, lose that first one, and then win 4 in a row and become NBA champions. That would be so fucking sick. All right, guys. Bye.